In this video, we will look at how to add an assignment to your Vancko Hall class. The assignment tool can be used as a way to give your students a task or question or questions that they can then submit a file to you that you can see and grade. The files most commonly used are Word files or PowerPoint files, but image, audio, spreadsheet, and other types can also be submitted to you if your assignment requires this. So let's set up an assignment in our class. The first thing that we do is to head up to the gear icon and turn editing on. Now, just to make it easy to see, I'm going to use topic 2 and we're going to add an activity. Assignments are an activity because the students participate in it, and it's the first thing on the list. And now you're going to see all the settings. As usual, we're going to expand all. We're going to give it a name. And I've already cut and now we'll paste my question. Now notice, like in the forum tool, I can click on this display description on the course page box and it will put it on the course page. Well, this is pretty big, so I'm not going to do it. I will not click that box, and it's defaulted to not being on. I could put a picture here, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Now this is very powerful because you decide when the assignment opens and then when it's due, and also the cutoff date. The due date and the cutoff date can be the same thing, but if you want to accept late submissions, then the due date, from that point on, the assignment will tell you that something the student submitted is late. So if you want to make sure that you do not ever accept anything late, just make sure these two dates are the same. And this can be helpful as well because you'll get an email telling you, hey, remember to grade this. The remind me to grade date should usually be after the due date anyway. Now most of these settings are just fine. We'll go over a few of them just to make sure. And the one I want to show you is in the grade category. In another video we're going to talk about grades, but this maximum grade, which is defaulted to 100, maybe that's exactly what you want, this is where you can change the number of points. Now here in this grade category, this will tell you where it goes in the gradebook, and in the gradebook video we'll talk more about that. So generally this is pretty, the defaults are pretty good. You can always just click on any of these question mark buttons if you have any questions, but let's save it for the time being and go back to our course. So you'll now see that the assignment is in topic 2. I just called it painting. You can call it whatever you want. If you click on it, you're going to be brought to the page, and students will submit into a page that looks like this. It tells you the number of students and who has submitted, when it ends, how much time is left, and no one has submitted, so we're going to see a lot of blanks here, but this shows you your students, and if they have submitted it, it will say when, and then you can just click on the word grade and you can easily access and grade their work. In a separate video I'll show you how to do that, but that's the basics of setting up your assignment.